Viewer discretion is advised. Side Quest is a shit show.
Spooky weenus, spooky weenus. It is spooky weenus in the Earth Realm, and it is Vithica night here, and it's side quest time. Everyone, welcome to episode 51, the Spooky Weenus Spectacular. Can anyone guess what I am? I am Santa Crow. Well, Eric Draven doesn't have the beard, so I figured what has a beard but also dresses like the Crow. I'm not actually any of those, and I'm not even... People are like, the Crow! No, I am an angsty 90s teenage goth boy who likes the Crow too much. That is what I am for this spooky weenus. Very... Yeah, and what are you, Pentagast? What? Hold on a second. Well, luckily nobody has said anything. Let me look. What happened? Hello? Go ahead and speak now. See if it works.
Penis.
All right. Did everybody hear that? Okay. Now let's start over. Ark, what are you again?
Enjoying myself in the great outdoors. Just, watching the latest hilarious plague to sweep through the area. I used to be a bit timid about taking jobs like this, but now it's just good fun. I've got a nice corpse-poking stick, my peasant kickers on, and I'm prepared to watch some people explode messily.
Yes. Yeah. Luckily, in your world, you don't have viruses that make you literally explode, but we have them here. And then I asked sorry, there was a snafu, but Pentagast, what are you?
I was inspired by the things from the Earth Realm. I like the moving pictures, so I'm someone from Dune. I don't know who. Paul, maybe.
Paul doesn't have a great big fucking... You are Hagrid of Dune, and you are from Arrakis.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Apparently I ride worms, apparently, too.
Yes.
I didn't know that. But,
well, Hagrid is a beast tamer, after all.
Yes.
And Lyra, what are you?
I mean,
Oh,
isn't it obvious?
yes, I totally get it. You're an alien.
I'm a...
You're extraterrestrial cat girl.
I'm one of the strange, mysterious succubi that live in the Earthrealm internet and feed off of lonely men through the Twitch crystal.
Oh, you're an e-thought.
That's what it's called. Yes,
That's it.
my
My
stinky weenus
Well,
costume.
I'm sorry you lose the costume contest because you are overdressed.
Oh.
That-
They clearly put the most effort.
and you don't have an ASMR licky thing. What is those things called where they go?
I mean, look, MacLeod just smudged his usual base paint.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
This took time and effort, actually.
It's like, isn't it like, it's some sort of a microphone that is shaped like ears or something that they lick? I don't.
It's got a plastic
Why?
vagina on it, and they lick it.
Yeah. That's what
It's
it
a
is. Maybe that's
microphone
what it
with a
is.
plastic vagina so that they can get the ASMR licking sounds up close.
Yeah, they do
Hey.
that.
How is it the plagues are so boring in this context?
Yeah, boo for Lyra for having a real slave girl off crystal to lick instead of a plastic one.
You can't prove that in a court of law.
You're right.
Ahem.
I absolutely cannot. Anyway, to begin our Spooky Weenus Spectacular, we are going to open a couple packages. I have two. But before we even get to that, who is the wackadoo?
Oh. And my favorite segment.
Who is the wackadoo? Pentagast, since you're purple, you'll go first. Who is the wackadoo?
Don't I already fit that description?
He doesn't know what the wackadoo. Have you not been on an episode with the wackadoo?
No.
Okay, I'll have to explain it. Basically, one of your profile health pictures has been replaced with a wackadoo. It's a wacky picture. Only I know what the wackadoo is. It will be revealed as people take damage.
Okay.
If you guess who is the wackadoo and you're right, you get a wackadoo attack, which allows you to take any 5 Signa attack from the chat and turn it into a special attack and wipe us all out, without costing you one of these. So it's a special attack, and it's called the wackadoo. And this horrifying image plays
God, please,
when you win.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay, well, so I have to guess which one of the, the three of us it is.
a 4. It could be me.
A 4?
I'm
Okay.
the only one who doesn't play because I know what's
Okay,
at.
yeah, right.
But it could
right.
be me. I could have chosen myself. You can also choose yourself. If you think you're the wackadoo, you can choose yourself.
It seems appropriate for people to think that I'm the wackadoo. I mean, so I'll guess myself.
All right,
Yes.
Pentagast has guessed himself, Arcturus, who is the wackadoo. Oh, I thought we were doing a thing. Sorry.
No, I'm out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't do that. It will just inflate the mask in the most disgusting way. In any case, if I'm guessing, I think it's actually gone this time. I think you've bestowed the wackadoo upon yourself. You've
absolutely
self-wackadooed.
did
You've
not.
wackadooed off.
I absolutely did not put the crow in my profile pictures.
The jackdaw.
Lyra, who do you think is the wackadoo?
I think it is me.
All right, you think it's you. All right.
Yes.
Well, we shall find out as we all take damage. And if you win, you get to change a 5 Signa attack into a special attack. Also, Lyra, you won Picture This last time, so you have the Golden Dagger, which allows you to kill yourself to take a break from the show or kill one other person instantaneously.
I see. I will use it wisely.
You
And
will.
by that I mean I won't forget till the last 10 minutes of the show that I have it.
Yes, we will see about that.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyway, now that we're all done, everybody has guessed their wackadoo, I would like to announce before I open the first package that today is Picture This Spooky Weenus edition. Now the past Picture Thises, we have been building up to this. The first round was like really terrible knockoff costumes. The second round was kind of a pick the best in show. Lyra won that one with her choice of the crocheted alien costume that a little boy was wearing, which was rather well done. And this time, though, it's the real deal. Today, we're doing, and I can't believe I've never done this before, but today we're doing vintage Halloween costumes in old black and white and sepia tone photographs that are incredibly creepy.
Ooh.
So you're going to have to choose the most creepiest of the vintage Halloween costumes, because back in the day, we're talking late 1800s, early 1900s, in the Earthrealm, they didn't have spirit Halloween stores. They had to use their own imaginations and whatever garbage they found lying in the streets during the Great Depression to build their own Halloween costumes. With great effect, I might add. Some of them are, stuff of nightmares. So I'm excited to get to picture this. We may even start early because there's quite a lot of them. So let us all have fun, and I hope everyone watching is enjoying this Spooky Weenus Friday before the weekend. Once again, the rules are over there. All donations through Streamlabs and Super Chats are appreciated, as it keeps our treasuries filled to continue entertaining you week after week. Now, let us open a package.
Yes.
I shall do this. I'm going to mute myself while I open the initial because it's loud, but you all
Feel free.
entertain.
I'll just stress my incredible irritation with the concept of a crow that doesn't have a beak and just draws one on. How lame is that? I mean, he's supposed to be the crowish, but I'm the only one who actually has a beak. Well, I suppose Poe does.
True.
But mine's fancier.
But you don't have, well, yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I look more like the crow than the crow ever did.
Do the ruffles count as feathers?
No, it's not about that. I am the one who looks closest to the crow because I have painted my face in shadow smile.
Yeah, he doesn't even look particularly crowish at all.
I can't think of who that was.
Again,
Sure.
just lucky I'm laying off of the Juggernaut jokes.
Oh my god, you people.
Whoop whoop.
Lyra, please tell me you at least know who the cure is.
Yeah.
You're all giving me crow-like
Very
dreams.
I do. Hey.
This package I have just opened, and it says, "Enjoy your gift from B." I'm guessing that's Brian.
Perhaps.
It just says B. But I don't know what it is.
Clearly, it's chocolate. You should eat some on camera.
Is it?
Nom nom nom.
It's pretty
is it?
fancily wrapped for...
For rectangles.
I mean, it's... He got me Legos or something.
Is that game that they have, Minecraft? Is that what that is?
I have no idea what this is.
It looks like if you bend it, the squares will pop free. That won't damage anything. It will be a lot of fun.
I don't know what this is.
And immensely profitable. And stuff.
They're
You
red
should
on
bend
that
it.
side.
What are the flavors? You'll have to give us a report.
They're plastic. They're not chocolate. You fucking idiots. Oh, they're cable binders. Remember Jinx destroyed the Necronook the other day because he got his leg caught on a... And he ripped it all off. I'm telling you, man, it broke. I need a new tripod thingy and stuff. These stick to the wall. The red is a double-sided.
It's tape.
And then you put cables through them. Okay.
Right?
Thank you very much.
I guess you shouldn't have eaten any of them.
And then there's a box. Some sort of cardboard box.
I have heard in the past that cable management is a thing. It's important, apparently, to some people.
A box in a box.
Well, what happens if the cables are independent contractors or self-employed? Why do they need managed?
Well, I don't understand. Like, I thought cable management meant some sort of network deal, but I don't understand what they're talking about.
Oh, I know what this was on my wish list. This is a thing that attaches to the new viewing crystal that allows me to plug in stuff to it. It's HDMI thingies. They're bendy so that I don't have to go directly into the camera because it's really tight.
So you're torturing your crystal?
Yeah, I know why you like that crystal.
With other strange devices?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Sounds messy, but I don't know.
Thank you very much, Brian, for the wonderful gifts. I will definitely make use of all of them, and I will attempt to use those cable binders, though I think Jinx will find a way to destroy them, too.
No.
You'll have to ask Jinx what flavor they are.
He really did rip everything off, guys. Like, one of my portal boxes just crashed to the ground. The tripod, it was awful.
Yeah.
He got excited. He was playing with his ball, and his back leg got caught, and he went, "Something's got me!" And he just took off, and it just went. It just ripped it off.
Oh, no.
I was so angry. I threw him outside and just left him out there for like 7 hours. I was so...
He's the most fearsome of beasts. And the most lonely.
He likes it outside anyway.
7 hours? Isn't that like a year for a dog?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't, because it was right before the show on the lore stream on Wednesday, so he was still... But I was pretty upset, because he did it right before the show started, so I had to clean everything up, get it all... It was a stressful day, to say the least. It's a stressful day.
Yeah.
Definitely. Next is... Well, this looks expensive.
Ooh.
Is that glowing?
Mysteriously simplistic.
Indeed. There's no note. I don't know who said this. Is this Dawn? Dawn, did you send this? He's the only one who brought it up recently. I'm pretty sure I know what it is. There was a while back ago, I think it was Ghost of Recon, but I could be wrong, sent me a viewing crystal. A recording crystal. And it turned out, I will find a use for it, but it turned out I couldn't use it because it's in the wrong aspect ratio. It was more for like a security system, which is still awesome. Don't get me wrong. Whoever sent that to me, I'm pretty sure it was Ghost, but if I'm wrong, whoever did send it to me, thank you so much for that. It's still going to come in handy because I needed one just like that for something else. But I couldn't use it for the regular recordings because it's in the wrong... It was like square instead of like what you see here. So this one's supposedly the right... Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's supposedly the right aspect ratio. And it is it's a webcam... is what they call it in the Earth realm.
Ooh.
But it's quite a fascinating little piece of hardware, because unlike
got a
other,
lot of projection.
unlike other webcams, this one's it's even got a remote, so you can.
Ooh.
But it's got a
Very nice.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit more effective than your typical webcam. But thank you very much. I'm pretty sure, because I think it was one of my Magogonites in the Discord brought it up to me when I was chatting after the show, I think last week. He's the only one who even brought it up, so it might have been him who got it for me. If it is who I think it is, thank you very much. You didn't have to do that. It was so nice of you. I appreciate it. When I conquer your world, I will be sure to spare you and your family. It also came with some... It's a pretty long...
I, however, make no such promises, although I'm sure we can work something out.
So it is quite the little gift, because I've been trying to find an alternative to the one I'm using, because there are dead pixels. I don't know if you can see, like, there's a new one right here.
Oh.
Now everybody's gonna see it.
What happened to them? Why do they die?
I don't know. But thank you very much. We're gonna give it a shot. Hopefully it works. Hopefully it works. So, anyway.
Every dead pixel or whatever that's a demon trying to come through the crystal to get something. I don't know.
Ooh.
Maybe. I have no idea. Making.
I'm sure the pixels were sensitive. I mean, look, they have to stare at him for hours at a time.
Oh. Oh, poor things.
What made that sound? What was that loud ba-ding? That was me. Sorry.
Pudding?
I was gonna say, I didn't have any dairy. I'm not making mysterious noises right now. So.
Yeah.
Right. So anyway, that is the end of my packages. Do any of you have packages?
I'm not that kind of e-girl.
That's a niche category, I believe, but
That is yet to be
growing in popularity from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Non-Futo succubus that is then.
Honestly, as hot as you are, even if you had a dick, I'd still at least, I don't know,
Uh-huh.
I'd throw you some dosh for something. I mean, you know, you had OnlyFans or something. I don't know.
Hey. Thank you.
It's
I'm
totally
just
fair.
saying the cat ears probably complete the package. Mostly because for some reason in the Earth realm, men are really, really obsessed with animal girls these days. Is it because of anime? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
I suppose allows them to characterize the extra dong as just an extra tail.
So, Futa Cat Girl, Lyra, is an alternate fan fiction, is what I'm saying.
I don't have fleas either way. That's canon. Don't
No fleas on...
lie about
Yeah, don't...
me.
No itchy fleas. No itchy fleas.
No tapeworm either.
What about ticks?
You don't have to worry about that in the Earth realm. Pentagast, the ticks in the Earth realm...
I have autism,
quite
not
small.
Tourette's.
I'm just saying there are bloodsuckers everywhere.
Yeah,
You know.
But the ticks in our world are like this. All right?
Yes.
That's a difference. They don't have to worry so much about ticks in their world.
They don't have
They're like teeny tiny.
the little ticks. Okay.
Yeah.
Again, they're boring. I mean, when they were filled, you can't throw them like grenades like you can our ticks.
It's truly terrifying.
It's like a water balloon flight, but, you know, redder.
Oh.
Joking. All right, because if ticks lived here that were that sized, I would have found a way out of this dimension a long fucking time ago.
Yes. No.
The
Not.
giant spiders are bad enough, but I at least know how to kill them. Giant ticks, I would just scream until they ate my anus.
Just no.
Anyway, we do have some sort of, I guess you could call them ticks, but there are giant insects in the east that are pretty big, but they don't drink your blood like the ticks in the Earth realm. They drink your emotions. They drink your fears, your happinesses.
Well, those are important anyway. So.
Yeah, they are emotional vampire bugs.
Now, I have a question. If those bite a mother when she's pregnant, could that explain the total void where any joy, laughter, sorrow would be in some hypothetical sentient being?
Yes. Could explain a complete lack of emotions or certain emotions in a person.
Oh. Just
Or
hypothesizing.
it could also,
I do that.
It could also be the mother drank a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I no reason I would think that's the case.
Anyway,
In this hypothetical.
let us read some super chats, and then we will move on with the Spooky Weenus Spectacular. And we will, before we start Picture This, name our favorite horror films from the Earthrealm. So start thinking about that while I read super chats.
Okay.
Night Sun gave 5 signals to say Dempster's has a chocolate-flavored hot dog buns clad Halloweener hot dog buns.
No.
That sounds awful. Why would you even do that when every day of your life you can go to the donut shop and just get like one of those long donuts that's filled with delicious cream? Nothing. I handed you that one. I fucking handed it to you.
I don't have one of those donuts. I can't give you what you want. I don't know how I'm supposed to build off of that.
I handed you a perfectly good dick joke, and you guys just went.
But there's nothing on me.
All hopeless.
Oh, sorry.
Do you take them all down in one bite?
It's not in my.
Can you make it
it's
disappear?
not in my hair, is it?
It's too late. You missed the mark.
Is it Bavarian? Because then I'm interested.
Yes.
Look, one of the gibbers is getting a bit close. I had to direct them away. It's too early.
Stop knocking things around, Jinx. Sorry. I gave him a bone, and now he likes to jump up on the sofa and stand at the very edge and then just drop it, and it goes clunk, and then he'll jump over after it, grab it, jump back up on the couch, and go clunk, and he'll jump down, and I don't know why he fucking does it. Anyway, I hope you all can't hear that, but it sounds like somebody is knocking bowling pins down in the other room.
Aww.
Anyway.
I can't say I've noticed.
Metal NPC gave 10 signals to say Magog attack Pent. Oh, very well. I will show you mercy when you show me them tatas. Pentagast.
Yes.
Your brain is as smooth as my testicles, which are quite smooth because I recently groomed them.
Ew.
It's smooth.
Well, it's one of the most sure ways to get rid of crabs, you see.
Would that make me like an egghead?
Yeah.
Or something?
Right.
Maybe a hard-boiled egg.
You mindless juggernaut.
I don't know.
Orla Seraph gave 10 signals to say, I have health for Arcturus. 10 signas worth of health for Arcturus.
What most kind order, and your timing is apt. I mean, after all, there are fresh parts lying around all over the place, so I can see. Yeah, come on. Yeah, see, just. I'll have a lot more for you. They're not diseased. A lot of people die around here, trying to escape. Perfectly good parts.
Oh, he's having fun. Loves it when Sarthos comes down with the plague. And finally, Scruffy Knight gave 5 signals to say, Lyra, please show your dongle and hit Magog with it. Flappy. Floppy.
Here we fucking go. I don't know how to do that. I can be mean. Willing me to have it doesn't mean I have it. That's not part of my succubus e-girl costume. Magog, if I had a dongle, I wouldn't. I
Dingle
would
dangle?
sooner plug it in
Womp
to
womp.
something and accidentally break it off so I can never use that port or the dongle before slapping you with it, because then it would touch you, and that's gross.
So you're not going to... Same.
No.
Isn't that docking?
Sad day for me.
It's
Sad
for the
day.
fan fictions. We don't do that here.
Well, that's what you. I thought dongles were for
What if
docking.
it was accidental docking? Like, what if we were in a great battle in a quest? We were on a quest in a dungeon and we're battling these terrible monsters, and some terrible being cast a death curse at you, and I jumped and pushed you out of the way and landed, and we docked. Is that acceptable? I just saved your life from a death curse, but because we're both wearing chainmail miniskirts, we docked.
If you would just let me die, I wouldn't need therapy, so no, that's not okay. You...
This fantasy got real detailed real quick.
I was almost out of my misery of this hypothetical, and then you torture me with more. No. You...
Chainmail
What if our chainmail bikini tops came off and both of our breasts our nipples docked too at the same time as our dongles docked?
No.
What if they became stuck?
And what if that distracted the monster long enough because he went from
He's
casting
vomiting.
death curses
Projectile
to jerking
vomiting.
off? And,
Or possibly strangling themselves, autoerotic asphyxiation, or desire
Yes,
to
what
just
if we were
leave that realm.
fighting-
Well, one of the two.
what if we were fighting David Carradine's lich form?
No. Sarah,
oh, wow. If we are their afterlife, truly they are.
No!
And
Oh,
the wackadoo has been revealed.
What's wrong
Wackadoo has
with-
been revealed.
it's eyebrows.
That is the wackadoo. The wackadoo has been revealed. The wackadoo was Lyra.
My eyebrows aren't that. That's not me. There's been a misunderstanding.
You don't know what that is? Seriously?
I don't know. It's my little eyes don't work so well.
It's a famous scene from a horror film called Lair of the White Worm. It's the snake
that-
lady.
Yeah, that one. Indeed, that's a classic. I watched that one.
Have you
all
never
the
seen Lair of the White Worm?
time.
It is the most schlocky, crappy film. Like it's one of the worst I've seen. What's even funnier about it is it's got Hugh Grant in it before he was famous,
Really?
and he's like a lord, and he's got like a captain suit on, and there's a big party, and he's very very proper Englishman in the movie. It's funny as hell.
That's very strange.
It's kind of a cult classic. It's one of those that's labeled a comedy as well as a horror, but when you're watching it, you're like, I think they tried to be serious, but it came off so ridiculous. It's one of those movies that just doesn't, you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
One of those movies that only ever recoups its expenses as a comedy later.
Yes, it's truly an awful film that is funny now because of how bad it is. But it's a fun watch. I mean, it's got a fairly basic premise. An archaeologist in England finds a skull of a giant snake. He thinks it's a dinosaur, but it's the skull of an ancient worm god. And the vampire snake lady lives in the countryside, and she bites people and turns them into other snake people with really big fangs, and she spits venom and molests young girls. And
Wow.
She steals the skull to use it in an ancient ritual where she sacrifices a virgin to a giant worm down in the pit.
Busy lady.
And the proper English folk have to stop him. Without messing up their social engagements or tea time.
Serious.
I'm confused.
One day we'll have to review things like that.
It is a fascinating little film if you've never seen Lair of the White Worm. But there it is. I just chose a funny, Halloweeny, spooky weenus, Vithica night image. I was going to make it Pentagast, but since he's never done one of these shows with the Wackadoo, I figured everybody would pick him, thinking that I would pick him because he's new. So I tried to trip you all up, but Lyra chose herself, so she has won the Wackadoo.
That's your problem. You tried to use reverse psychology on people who are way too stupid for psychology to apply to.
Wait a
And
second,
me.
Pendergast. Who was your choice?
Me? I chose myself.
And Ark chose me, thinking that I tried to trip him up choosing myself, but he was wrong. I chose
Otto
her.
Wackadoo. Yeah, I was clearly mistaken. The elf is one.
So the elf, if you receive a 5 Signa donation of any sort, you may use that to turn into a special attack and kill us all.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that immensely.
So keep in mind you have the Wackadoo. All right.
Okay.
That is the end of Super Chats for the moment. So please, Arcturus, if you will, read us the Streamlabs if there are any.
Oh, but there are. Starting with Nisko, through 125 Signas
Oh.
at us with a following message. Happy Spooky Weenus, side questers! Everyone's
Spooky
special
Weenus.
attack unlocked! Even pose! And a preemptive yes I will, Poe! Hugs and candy to all. Please stay safe this holiday. X's and O's!
Don't kill yourself. You thought I'd say it. That was so mean.
It's just uncalled for, really.
Wow.
It's Spooky
Yes.
Weenus. I'm allowed to be darker than usual.
Look, on Mythic Night, I would mostly expect you to just randomly explode. Most of the magic items around here do. Somehow you managed to slide past regardless, but I'm not going to dwell on my wishes. It's not
I'm
that
gonna wipe
holiday.
my bone across your upper lip after I'm done banging Penagash's butthole.
What?
You. No. 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 No.
So I cannot wait for the day the hat lays its offspring in your eye sockets, Poe. Brian donated 20 signals to say, oh, I think it'll happen one day.
I don't know what
Magog
that
has
is.
become see? Might be sooner than you think. Magog's become infected with arthritis. Everyone gets an attack to purge the infection from your ranks. So everyone gets to attack you, Magog. Isn't that lovely?
How much was it?
20.
So 10, 5, 10, 15. So I guess Poe has to
9,
attack
10,
me.
69, 12, 3.5,
Yes, that's exactly how numbers work. Yes.
3.14, 1,
6.
5, 9, 2, 6, 5, 3, 5, 8, 9, 7, 9.
Whatever. Everybody's attacking me, right? Is that what it is?
Indeed.
Okay. Let me
Everyone.
set these
What the
off.
fuck am I doing?
Let me get through
Oh no, I've got the giggles.
too many
From
buttons.
relative comfort, I stab at you. Die.
I'm gonna die before you all get a chance
You
to
better
actually attack
prepare
me.
your
Oh,
rear end
openings.
Stupid.
I like murder.
All right.
I've been
Who wants to
activated.
go first?
Go fuck yourself.
No.
Whoop whoop, fam. What's a Magogalo? A dead body.
Ugh, I hate those jokes so bad. I'm gonna take health point from you just because you annoy me with your fucking insane clown posse jokes all the time.
Hmm.
Well,
You got
I've
health. Who gives a shit?
I'll go.
Very well.
You look like if sex happened, but they accidentally got a bunch of Fago in there somehow because it was spilled at the gathering, and that this is what happens when that don't hurt me. That's not fair.
You mentioned Fago.
It's not.
I think I'm going to use my health at this point. Yeah, just 2 sips or so.
I mean, so maybe it's just me, but it looks like with the way you've done your face, you've accidentally bit off more than you could chew, and you're sad about it. That's what I get. That you're just, There's also some song about the lap dance is better when the stripper's crying. I don't understand where that comes from.
God, you're retarded. He's just a fat moron.
I thought, but yes.
I suppose the joke there was that we were all overthinking it, really. Could have just said, "You fat dumb.
Oh.
Dumb fat. You fatty dumb fat fat."
Yeah.
I suppose we'll have to do that next time.
Yeah.
I mean, wait,
Well, in the meantime, well, it's kind of a multi-purpose insult and it's hypothetically meant for Magog, but if you want to use on you, I suppose we can honor your request. However, in the meantime, Gex donated 5 signals to say, time to dig around and find out who is the wackadoo! Lyra, something good getting and fun to cry out Pentagast's eyes. Unfortunately for them, we've already...
Welcome to extreme
Pentagast can still be called a stupid dummy fat by the elf. For your amusement. Regardless.
You say you're from the literary work from the Earth Realm of there's sandy everywhere and there's things in the sand and some are normalish and some are real not so nice.
Yes, that's what I was going for.
You look like something else that's in the sand sometimes, but it's just an earwig. Have you ever seen an earwig in a sandbox? I swear that was funny.
No.
They do that sometimes.
On a meta-insulting level, that was actually fatal.
So I thought she was trying to imply I looked like a cat turd or something.
Well, I was going with it, but earwig.
If I was clever, I would have said that, but I didn't. I'm not, so I didn't. So, right.
Next up, Lion Patriot donated 5 signals to say, Lyra, I think your costume's the best. You look super cute. Arcturus attack Lyra to bring misery.
What?
Yes, that's right.
This will be most
cool.
No. No.
Say,
No.
Lyra, with twice as many massive ears, do you now believe you can fly? Lappy, lappy, lap, lap. That felt good. Thank you, Lion Patriot. Moving on. Next is noting 5 signals with a further message. 5 units of your currency for a healing aura to liven up the spirits of Arcturus. I only have the one spirit, but in case, much appreciated. The next minutes. I do have a few other spirits, but not on me. But you can bottle them in the right circumstances. But in any case, finally, Brian donated 25 signals to say, Lyra, could you please demonstrate Magog's docking story with the piggies? You are a monster, Brian, but that should be hilarious. I'll be sure to remind them when they're not being useful.
I'm guessing that's a special attack activation for her.
Yes, it is. Giving them 2 to remember they've got.
Yes.
Including the Golden Dagger and now
the
Wackadoo.
Wackadoo. She is just winning all side quests this year.
So much.
She's so
lots
much
of
winning.
tides of death and humiliation.
Just so much winning this year. She just won't stop winning. I hope she loses. Picture this tonight. Getting tired of her winning. Anyway, is that all?
That is all for the time being.
That is
That's
all of them.
all of them.
Well, Lady Niska gave 5 signals to say wackadoo attack for Lyra. So, so cute tonight. Hugs. That is what she says, just as Lyra returns. So
What?
she has been activated. Your wackadoo has been activated, and Niska says you're so cute tonight.
Wait, is that the special attack?
Yeah, that's the wackadoo, but you also got a special attack. So you have 2 special attacks,
So-
and a wackadoo, and a golden knife.
I don't. I can't count that high.
Stop winning so
Help.
goddamn much. Fucking die.
8 minutes.
But I just got back.
Good night. Ugh.
Well, it just keeps happening. So anyway, I'd like to say what my favorite horror film is. Since I mean we're running out of time, we might not. We're gonna have to do picture of this. We'll have leftovers, but there might be. Well, I really enjoy.
No! You die. I don't care if he kills all the others. You fucking die.
You bastard!
I killed him. He used his special attack and I used mine. There's no rule against that. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope you enjoyed my video today. It was the first episode of Midnight Machinations, where I talk about conspiracy theories in your world and how, they're fucking stupid. So I make up my own. Anyway, hi everyone. Look, Alan Smith is here. Go fuck yourself. Niska, thanks for the large donation tonight. Go fuck yourself. That's right, Snoopy's here. Go fuck yourself. Old man, Enfield's here. Go fuck yourself. I gotta hurry through these. They're coming back. Gulf City Peterbilt's here. You can go fuck yourself too, man. You know what? Go fuck yourself twice. And right, you're special tonight. I like you. K-Show. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You doing good? K-Shell's my friend. I'm not gonna tell him. No. He can stay. He can stay. No one else can stay. You can all fuck yourselves except K-Shell.
Are we back yet?
Who?
Are we done?
Just thinking we.
Oh, I'm still dead.
Yes.
I died off.
You take a nap now. You rest now.
Sorry, Coach.
Only dreams.
Go fuck
Let's
yourself.
be right back up. It's just it can waste effort, really.
Who asked me to demonstrate nipple docking, but with piggies?
That was Brian.
How many
was a
people does
special.
that make die?
All of us.
All.
I have something to say. Sorry. It's for the sake of the art.
Damn you, fun boy.
It's okay. You just rest, piggies. Score 1 for elf, cat, girl, succubus, person. Score 0 for everything else. Yes. You picture this early. More like picture my non-existent femboy penis. How is everybody? Hello. It wasn't horrifying, it was beautiful. That's what I've seen through the crystal. There's nothing more beautiful than when a voluptuous woman puts her nipple in another woman's nipple. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. You guys are scary. Hi, Niska. Hi, Megaron. Hello, Scruffy Knight. Oh, that was a short 2 minutes. I have ears. I have many ears. They have. Can you hear the jingly bells? Did they jingle? Can you hear my jingly bells? If I go, can you hear them?
Jinx!
They jingle, I swear. They make me smile. It's a nice
not
sound.
that season yet. Put away your jingle balls.
No.
Jinx, stop knocking on the door!
It's not the same
Oh.
when I do this. It's just not the same. It's not the same effect at all.
No.
Yeah.
It looks like you're being robbed.
Yeah.
It'd be even worse if you're trying to make it into a dance. I think there is one where they do just that. Only they sway side to side a bit in the most disturbing fashion.
Why would I dance? I don't dance.
You can dance if you want to.
No, I really don't.
Nobody will.
Currently, I don't feel safe, so no.
We could leave your friends behind and go dance.
No.
You have to have friends to be able to leave them behind. This is a moot point.
Strictly speaking, we are constantly acting like we're out of their world because we are.
All right. Do you guys want to discuss favorite horror films from the Earthrealm, or do you want to just go into picture this and look at spooky pictures?
You know, I think discussing favorite horror films is an excellent thing to do right about now.
Right, we'll do picture this because fuck Arcturus.
I kind of felt the same way about discussing the films.
No, I'm serious. Do you guys want to name one of your favorite horror films? It doesn't have to be your top favorite. Just tell me what you're going to watch from the Earthrealm this weekend.
I really liked Event Horizon. We don't need eyes where we're going.
Yes, not a bad choice. A lot of the CGI could have been better, but it was the sign of the times, you know. But they just wanted to show off their computers, but they didn't have to like CGI a crappy water bottle. They could have just had a water bottle on a string, you know.
More importantly, it's hilarious. I mean, ripping out eyeballs. They try to make this warp drive go fast, and they just take them straight to hell and back. And oh no, my dead suicide wife is back to life. I guess I should go hug her in this bloody tub. How could that end poorly?
You know, why didn't anybody nope the fuck out the moment they saw the design of the ship? Like, as soon as I arrived, I'd be like, that looks like a giant floating gothic cathedral filled with monsters. I'm not going in that ship.
Yeah.
Like, if it had been like a pristine, interesting looking, like, futuristic ship that had all white walls and all this and that, it was all glowy and bright because that's the way, you know, if it looked like the International Space Station, it would have been scarier because they would all gone on and be like, there's nothing wrong here, and then the monsters come. But no, they got on this monster ship, and it straight looks like a horror show. And they were like, well, let's have a look around. And I was expecting every black guy, including Lawrence Fishburne, to be like, we're gone. We're out. Peace. Fuck it. I don't want to die first.
Yeah. It was a good film. It's one of my favorites, actually. But it wasn't what I was going to go with for this weekend. I was thinking about watching The Keep, actually. That's what I was going to watch.
Oh, that's an old. That's about the Nazis.
Yes.
Yeah, they try to go to that old castle up in the Carpathian Mountains, right?
Yes, and then the three notes that they play for the entirety of the entire movie. You know, Tangerine Dream, I believe it was. Yes. I quite enjoy that. You
didn't think I knew The Keep, did you? That's what a lot of people don't know it, but I fucking know it.
Yeah, it's not the most popular thing, but there are people who know about it, and
I'm a fan of schlock, though. So.
Yeah, to be honest, that what was his name? Scott Glenn. That I thought he was great in that. But I
That's-
never quite understood, was he a vampire or was he some sort of otherworldly being? Because like he had glowing blood when they shot him. It was really strange.
I think it was just their version of vampires or something. I don't know.
Something, yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah, that movie just it's surreal and it leaves me feeling like, what am I doing? And I kind of like where it puts me. It's just,
I like German surrealism.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Lyra,
Sounds
what
very
about you?
fartsy for me.
What do you
I-
need to watch for spooky weekends?
I really like
Wait,
Coraline.
before you say it, Bible Black doesn't count.
That's not what I was going to say.
Actually, it does count. That fucking show is horrifying. Like, take out
Yes,
all the
it is.
sex, it's actually quite horrifying.
Yes, it is.
Speaking, we now know that's Magog's choice, Bible Black.
Anyway, go ahead, Lyra. What are you going to
I'm actually going to watch Coraline because there's something much creepier about a movie that you think isn't going to be that creepy because it appears to be aimed at children, and therefore there's kind of a line you don't think it's going to cross as far as how utterly horrifying it could get. I like that.
It's very
Oh.
Burton-esque, isn't it? A little bit. Even though it wasn't done by him. A lot of people think it was because it was that claymation, because he was known for, Nightmare Before Christmas and Corpse Bride. So a lot of people thought going into it that it was a Burton thing, but it wasn't. It was based on a book, right?
It's deceptively horrifying.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's true. For a hypothetical children's film that really cross some lines they don't usually do in horror films. Lots of dead kids.
I
Dead
like
kids are gore.
Yeah,
Tons
I
of
it.
loved
10.
Coraline. I really did. I liked how juxtaposed the dream world was. The Beldam's world compared to her kind of gray and melancholy world. But then she soon learns that, things kind of suck when you first move. But once you get used to a place, it brightens up a little bit, But when she goes into the other world to see the other mother, everything's so bright and colorful. But then she goes back and there's like a painting on the wall of a sad boy with his ice cream spilled over. It's so suburban gothic. It's very very much like a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
Although you'll be pleased to learn that Niska agrees and Bible Black is their favorite too.
Fair.
Not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Not gonna lie that it once again, if you take out all the food sex, it's actually kind of creepy about witches at a high school fucking sacrificing people.
Also, well, Marshall Geck says it's Stick It In My Bum Volume 5, which that seems a bit...
That's the censored version.
It
Stick
is.
It In My Butt, Volume 5 is the uncensored.
Oh, that makes sense. It's the censorship that horrifies them.
Yes. But anyway, I love horror films, and I've already watched all my favorites leading up to Halloween. I've watched all the Nightmare on Elm Streets and the Hellraisers and the Michael Myers movies, the Halloweens and all that stuff. And I always watch those leading up to Halloween, but I have a tradition. Every year on Halloween, I always watch Nightmare Before Christmas. And that is because Halloween night, Halloween's over, and we're heading in the Earth realm, into the festive holidays of the winter. And it's one of those movies that somehow seems to walk the line between Halloween film and Christmas film. So I like to watch it just as midnight tolls on November 1st, as kind of a bridging the gap between the two.
Interesting.
Because I've already seen all the horror movies I want to watch. But I have a tradition. I have a tradition on Spooky Weenus to watch Nightmare Before Christmas just as the bell tolls. It's the cusp.
At least you wait for the month be over before launching into Christmas.
Right. Now I'm not gonna watch Nightmare Before Christmas like in December. It's too late. There's no Halloween anymore. It's all over. It's proper winter. It's not fall. Right? That being said, if I was to choose an actual horror film to watch on Halloween, before I watch Nightmare Before Christmas, it would probably be something that takes place on Halloween because I love films like that. And I've already watched Michael Myers, so I'd probably pick something like Trick or Treat.
You know, Lord Marshall Gibbs might have some recommendations for you.
Right? Anyway, all done. I think that's great. Wonderful choices all around. Let's do Picture This. Unless somebody wants to kill us all. Or kill themselves.
Yes.
Hint, hint, wink, nod, nod.
No, you all can we still have another hour, okay?
I don't know if this is interesting to anyone else, but I've figured out how to have more eyes. Look. I have. Well, I'm very suspicious of you all.
Hold
now
on,
I'm not so much.
I was
just,
opening things.
I know. I don't know. I've lost. I think I've lost my mind.
You just highlighted what a crappy feminine costume you have. Your eyes aren't even glowing blue behind there.
No. I've lost. I don't even know what I'm doing. I got just.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit too far off into my own little world. I'm sorry.
I did, before we go into Picture This, I did watch the new TV series called Chapel Wait. Did you all see that?
No.
No.
You have to have an Epix. You have to be subscribed to Epix. But it had Adrian Brody, if you remember him.
Yes.
And Adrian Brody, it's kind of a prequel to Salem's Lot, the Stephen King novel.
Oh.
It's based on the short story called Jerusalem's Lot, which is what Salem's Lot is actually called. Like the town of Salem's Lot
Too many
was
syllables,
Jerusalem's
many such
Lot.
cases.
Right. And it's Stephen King's vampire. You know, he wanted to pay homage to the original Max Schreck Dracula. You know, the Nosferatu with the long fingers and the bald head and very goblin looking. You know? But this show on Epix, it's a 10-part miniseries essentially about the kind of the prequel. It happens in colonial America. You know,
Interesting.
and Jerusalem's Lot is an old Puritan town. But he moves in, he's drawn there, his cousin leaves him the family estate and the mill, and he moves there with his children, and of course they face all kinds of animosity because the townsfolk blame his family for the sickness that has taken some of their children. But it turns out it's all vampires. It was pretty good. It's pretty creepy. If anybody wants to go and see it, I thought I'd recommend it before we moved on.
Yeah.
It's called Chapel Wait. Because that's the name of the house, the spooky house he moves into with his children. His wife dies, and he married like a Hawaiian woman. And of course this is it's after the signing of the Declaration of Independence, so it's like 1780, you know. And it's like he goes there and he's got little kids that they're like half Hawaiian, you know, so the townsfolk are obviously like, they think they're like Indian kids, Native Americans, I mean. And so, you know, there's a bit of racism in it, but it's not heavy-handed, you know. And it's a really good vampire story. There's the guy, did you guys, I can't remember his name, the actor who played the Swede in Hell on Wheels. You know, he's a real tall guy, bald head. And he has a really unique accent. If you ever saw Hell on Wheels, he played the Swede.
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that.
He also played Jack the Ripper in Sanctuary. But anyway, that actor is the main vampire, Jacob. He's all in makeup. He's all Nosferatu, you know. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If
Back when vampires were still humble. I mean, they turned into goth supermen pretty damn quick once they got famous. You know, not that I'm bothered by that.
Anyway.
Or their celebrity here even, just because they turned... Never mind, we should move on.
Yeah, if you like vampires, I just thought I'd recommend it because it's a good long watch, so it's not like a short. But it's vampires done right too. It's not like they didn't try to make it all modern and weird. They're the traditional vampires that sneak through the window at night and feed on children, and you know they come into your house and you're scratching inside the walls. He thinks he has rats, but it turns out there's secret passages all through his house where the vampires come in. It's fucking creepy. It's good.
No, someone's found out it's Thor Gunderson. I don't know if that's true or not. It doesn't sound real. Thor Gunderson.
No, Thor Gunderson was the Swede's real name in Hell on Wheels. He wasn't a Swede. Everybody called him a Swede, and he's all like, "But I'm from." He's from like, he's from like, where is he from? Now that I think about it, he's from a different Scandinavian. He's from like Holland or something, and he's like, "But I'm not Swedish."
I forgot about that.
Yeah, but that actor, he's really good, and he's awfully creepy as Jacob. You know, but yeah, he's like. There's also this weird, because it's based on the short story Jerusalem's Lot, which is supposed to be a prequel to Salem's Lot. And it's like, there's this book called The Mysteries of the Worm, and the vampires are trying to get a hold of it so they can eclipse the sun and call an old god of darkness to eclipse the sun so they can enslave humanity and call upon the apocalypse, essentially. It's some pretty interesting stuff. Norway. Thank you, Scruffy Knight. The character's from Norway.
Okay, we established that evil cults over there have a weird fixation on worms.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to picture this. It's time. Yeah, it's eight minutes into the second hour. We're on the way. Today we are doing vintage Halloween, which is Halloween from like the early 1900s, late 1800s, you know, old photographs. So some of them might not be the best resolution. Okay. But keep that in mind as we go forward. Let us begin, and don't forget, please, that you can choose what you think is the scariest. You can trade it one time, and at the end we'll vote. So you three, my three co-hosts, keep in mind you can choose your favorite, what you think is the scariest, and then we'll let the fans vote. Ready? Welcome to picture this vintage spooky weenus costumes.
Ooh. That's unsettling.
It's not as bad as some of the other ones, but her pose, this little girl's pose is...
The pose what really sells the mask.
Yeah. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
I think it's one of those play masks, you know, the ones that are like tragedy, comedy.
Yeah.
Yes. For those of you who are familiar with SCPs, this is much more disturbing still. That kid is dead. Well, actually, that kid is dead, objectively. I mean...
Yeah, this was probably taken in like 1902 or something, so they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. Even if they lived 100 years, they died in 2002. So,
everyone about to see now is dead. Spooky.
Yeah, this is proper spooky stuff. I'm glad we end on this one. Like I said, they didn't have stores back then that sold Halloween costumes, so they had to make their own, and oftentimes they were quite unique.
How did they predict the movie Basket Case?
Why does he look like that? Why? Headdress?
They're all lumpy.
I don't.
Some of these, you'll see them and you'll go, nobody in the early 1900s was turning kids away. I'd be so terrified, I would make sure I had plenty of candy or apples or whatever they fucking gave out back then.
Yeah, and with costumes like that, good for a scare, or sacrificing the cat to the demigod of pain.
Yeah.
Right? This one is it's one of the more lighthearted ones. This man, he wanted to take his baby trick-or-treating, but the baby was too young to even walk by itself, so he decided, let's go trick-or-treating, and I'll dress like a teddy bear, because my baby loves his teddy bear. And I'll be the teddy bear and carry the baby around for Halloween. And I think it worked. I think it came together nicely.
Oh.
That child isn't terrified at all.
No.
That child is trying to escape.
No, he's fine. He's great. He's happy.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Flailing in glee.
Yes.
And that father, Nicolas Cage.
I think honestly that's a real bear's head.
I think it might be.
It might be, or at least the fur.
Yeah. Ugh.
That looks like seriously, people are probably taking notes on this picture. This be like, I need an idea for the killer in my horror film, my indie horror film.
Well, he's just trying to rescue that child from the Wicker Man cult. That's all.
Oh.
What if someone were to do like an indie horror film about a whole town of children that died in the 1900s on Halloween night come back to haunt Halloween night in the modern times wearing costumes like this?
Mm.
And all the ghosts appear as they appeared on Halloween night in 1904 when they all died from a methane explosion in the nearby mine.
That
Spread
could be
poison
scary.
to the town and killed everyone.
Yes, that could be very scary.
And then all the parents just think they're normal trick-or-treaters, like, ding dong, open it up. It's like, oh, those are some interesting costumes. Here you go, little kid. And then they fucking murder him. I'm just throwing out the ideas.
It's quite
Producers,
scary.
other people contact his people, but not us.
I don't know what the fuck this is.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Wow, Coneheads did a prequel.
Props to those lovely ladies for trying.
The one lady looks really not happy to be there. Her, yeah. She's
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be here.
No.
The other one's like, does she not want to be here? 'Cause I don't want to be here, but I'm not gonna put that look on my face.
And he's like, I'm the clown who gets to do them both from both ends.
Yeah,
No.
His costume is a metaphor for difficult childhood.
Oh.
Ugh.
He's got a cone dick on his head. I can't tell. Is she looking left, or is her
Yeah.
eyes glazed over as a ghostly entity trapped in this photograph?
I don't know.
It kind of looks like that, doesn't it? It kind of
Yeah.
looks like she's straight up like my eyes. Like,
Whichever of those things releases her from her pain more.
right.
I hope it's that one.
I don't understand. Look, the creepy picture on the wall too. It's like, is this how people lived back then? Look at the photograph of Grandpa.
Hi, Grandpa.
There's a non-zero chance that's a picture of Grandpa's corpse.
I can smell this fucking house. I can smell the old people.
Just lots of dust. Ugh.
Here's a wonderful handmade costume. I think it's
That's
snowing
mirrored in
wherever
my
they
fucking
are.
pants.
No, I don't like it.
No.
Oh, it's where the wild thing was.
I'm
No.
choosing this. This is my choice. I don't like the eyes. They're terrifying.
All right, Pentagast has made his first choice, and it's the
Don't
creepy.
look at it.
It's the creepy one
I-
in the snow with the cane. Now remember, you
I'm
can
not
trade it out
terrified.
once.
It's
So if
one.
there's one that comes up that's worse, you can choose it. Trade them out.
I don't see how anything's going to be worse than that. It's staring at me. No matter where I move, it's staring at me. And I don't like it.
Look, it just wants to breed with humanity to bring about a worshipful class that will arise Dagon and eventually Cthulhu.
No.
Is it like some sort of a sea creature? I mean, what is it? I can't even tell what it is.
It has
You've
a
heard Mons
stick.
Arabia. This is Timmy of Roulier.
I think that child has polio. I don't think the stick's a part of the costume. I think it's got fucked up legs for polio. This was pre-polio vaccine. Keep that in mind.
Oh.
Its eyes look like if you squeezed your eyes shut way too hard right before sneezing
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. It's just,
That one, it is good and creepy.
it's horrifying.
Here's some wonderful children who threw together their costumes just before going out for trick-or-treating. Now, for me, we got Pentagast here as a child, and that's fine. And obviously, we have Alistaria. It's the devil. And, Arcturus is a jackass. But
How
Lyra,
dare
did you
you
have to go as creepy fucking...
I look cool as heck. What's your
That is
problem?
Jar Jar Binks, and I resent the association.
I look so mysterious.
Phoebe Melmaca, fuck you!
This girl's the cool one out of the group. She got a trench coat on, fucking
Yeah.
dark goggles. Like,
Is this like the emergence of the first goth
maybe.
or something?
These are the monsters who created Jar Jar Binks.
Is that a girl?
You
I
thought
think
it
it's
was
a girl.
Lucas.
The one in the donkey is a girl because she's wearing a skirt with, the arms are. Boys didn't dress like that back then. Maybe nowadays boys dress like that, but not.
I feel worse for that kid than I did for the guy who played Anakin. Fortunately, they're all dead now, so, it's all in the past, really. Dead children.
That is true. They're all dead. Here is a classroom of children celebrating spooky weenus by making paper masks that their teacher taught them how to cut out, and they all are going to be ghosts or clansmen. I can't tell.
Huh.
Good.
Yeah,
Multipurpose.
I got nothing.
For the Halloween party or the cross burning?
This was turn of the century, so could
This one was on a website that had like 13 of these things with the little story of where it was found and shit. This one, orphanage. That creeps me out even more.
Oh, now it's dead orphans.
Now it's dead.
How much lower can we go?
Now it's spooky ghost orphans with paper masks.
Oh.
This one just truly terrifies me. This one's the stuff of nightmares. I fucking hate. Somebody might pick this one. I'm trying to predict who might pick which ones. This one might qualify for someone's pick.
Whoa.
Dibs.
Oh
That's
my god.
like the Wizard of Oz through a young MC Escher on an LSD trip.
So this is Arcturus's pick. I think the one that creeps me out the most is the rape tree over here. I don't know. That motherfucker back there is pretty fucking creepy too.
I'm not too fond of the rape tree. I think dislocated jawbone is
That's a boar.
Yeah.
That's a boar's head.
Yeah, I don't enjoy that. It's like little dead, beady, blind eyes.
So you don't you find, Lyra, the beady eyes are creepier than big eyes.
Wait, what are you implying?
No,
I'm
seriously asking, like, because they both can be creepy, but some people are creeped out by little beady eyes, and then some people are creeped out by big eyes.
I think that the little like beady, sightless, molly eyes.
Like a doll's eyes.
I don't like it.
Like that speech, like that the captain gave in Jaws. The shark's eyes, the lifeless eyes. They're like a doll's eyes.
Poor sharks.
Apt for any one of the rape trees, as it happens. In fact, there's a bit larger rape trees.
That one back there looks like some voodoo totem pole that's coming to kill you.
yes.
That one's the one that, I don't know, that fucking tree though, that eye on that tree.
The Revenge of Easter Island.
So these are the kids who were on Roanoke Island before the whole fucking village disappeared.
Oh. Well, that's unsettling.
Here's a nice feminine sexy costume from the early days. So this is the precursor to all the sexy costumes for Halloween. You know how girls these days in the modern Earth realm like to dress sexy with their fucking tits out and they're fucking dressed as like a sexy nurse or something? Well, this is the precursor to that. This is great-great-grandma's sexy costume. Showing off her legs.
Oh.
Got the mask.
Really?
I mean,
Look at those ankles, though. Boy, I tell you.
I'm willing to bet that's actually Grams.
That might
I think eyebrows are important. I think they're extremely important for expressing oneself. I
Well,
think much eyebrow is better than none. You
They
can tell
have
by
them.
looking at me. But that's quite possibly actually excessive eyebrowness.
There's too much
I think
eyebrow.
for them to have value, they need to be mobile. And they're just, black slits on the face. It's not the same, really.
This one unnerves me because everything is so normal, and then you get to the mask. Like, she's just wearing a dress. I mean, it's fashion of the times, which, has fallen out of, nobody dresses
Grandpa
like
was
this now,
very
but-
proud of his gams and couldn't find any other means to show them off.
Yeah, those are definitely gams, but then you get to that face, and it's like, Jesus Christ, the fuck are you?
Really, clearly can't pass it.
I'm sorry. I don't think those are real children this person is holding. I think they're dolls.
I don't know what I'm seeing, and I don't like it.
I think those are dolls. I think they are dolls. She's holding them way too lightly to be real children. Then again,
Why? What? Why do they? What is the costume? You have a face and you put a face on your face. I'm a person with a face for the spooky weenie day. Woo.
that's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre family member or something. That's a people face. That's a people face.
Yeah.
That's an actual face. It's a very authentic costume.
Yeah, she carved that off of her fucking neighbor who slept with her husband.
Questionably ethically sourced. They weren't using it anymore, so she might as well, I mean, I'm
That
upset.
horrifying neighborhood she lives in too. It's like got dirt roads. Like they hadn't invented asphalt yet. Apparently.
Truly, the poor are just disgusting.
You're so mean, Arcturus. You're so mean to the poor. The poor feed us. You know that, right? They're the ones who work in the farm fields, and when they lose a limb in the machine, we get extra protein.
I'm gonna have a few words with Chef later.
This is quite possibly the worst thing I've ever seen. So brace yourselves. I think he's trying to be a clown, but as far as I know, in the modern times, this has turned into a sexual fetish of some sort.
Okay, that's straight out of American Horror Story, isn't it?
Right?
What is the purpose of this garment?
I think he's a clown. He has a ball.
They try to dispose of the corpse, but he just keeps coming back.
Oh.
It looks like somebody wrapped him up to throw him in the river, but he escaped.
Perhaps.
And they developed a taste for it.
Oh.
Yeah. Just no.
And now he wants to share.
Ugh.
Old cameras didn't have white balance either, because he's all washed out with the sunlight. Like,
Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's holding a ball gag. You won't need a safe word where you're going.
Oh, no.
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 Either that or he wants you to put the ball somewhere, and I don't want to know where.
No.
we all float down.
Yeah.
No. No.
He's got 30 more and he'll make them all fit.
No.
Those. See, in old timey times, they didn't have the machinery to make anal beads small. Those are handmade anal beads.
I don't. God.
Yeah, and they don't have a way to get them out. So if you get them stuck, you just lay on the ground and you have kids jump on you.
Yep, and they pop out
You know,
eventually.
That's how they did that in the olden days.
I'm hesitant. I think I'm going to actually change my bid to that one.
This one, you want it.
Yep.
You want the S&M clown anal ball man.
The man who made clowns the horror they are today.
So you have opted for the anal clown bead.
The anal clown.
Anal clown.
I don't ever want to hear the phrase anal clown again in my remaining 800 years of life. Please and thank you.
Clown porn man.
No.
We know there's some kids in the other costumes. If I hit this thing, it's just going to giggle.
I feel like this is taken in this next image. I mean, the costume's not that bad, but I feel like this image was taken during the Dust Bowl in Kansas or Nebraska or something. Because this just... Do they live where tornadoes usually go? Like, is that what's happening in this fucking desolate wasteland that they live in?
I really like the grumpy demon bunny tree stump girl. She's adorable.
I know, right?
She doesn't look happy with anything that has ever been or will ever be.
Like her friend outdoes her in everything. She's got bigger boobs, she's taller, the boys like her more, and now she has like this fantastic looking pumpkin with eyes and a mouth, and she's all like, God damn it, Susan. Like,
I'm just curious at show and tell to go, what are you? I'm a jack-o'-lantern, what are you? Mommy says I'm a little shit.
Yes.
I can't see any face in there. It could be a pile.
Come play with us. Come play with us.
No.
If them girls showed up at my front door for trick-or-treats and I didn't have any candy in the house, I'd be like, okay, if
Here's
I don't
my
give
wallet.
them something, they're gonna kill me. So I'd be like looking for cough drops. like whatever I can.
Yeah.
I would
Whatever I
hand
can
them-
find. Here's some fucking Arby's sauce packets.
Well,
Oh,
I'll
that
have my
makes
spare coin and directions to an orphanage.
I got some Zaxby sauce for the person who doesn't murder me.
no. Gods.
They'd get like a straw, some horseradish sauce, and a fucking cough drop.
yeah.
It's like the end of Home Alone when the Santa Claus gives him a Tic Tac, and he's
Yeah.
like, "Don't spoil your dinner." Oh, this is already a fun episode.
You know, it is
I'm gonna give out Arby's sauce packs on Halloween.
That's
really
so
fun,
mean. No.
but something could improve it. Namely, you won't die.
Oh, damn it.
Oh.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off the hell you go. And now we've just been taken off by Disney.
Yeah.
Well, that's one more small service I provided the rest of you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, there's something you missed earlier that I really want to talk about. Really bugs me. Your diseases. Boring. Really boring. But that's to cheer me up. So first I'll go through the disappointing news. Brian donated 20 signals. Good. Healing Halloween Snickers from Magog. Bad. Fun size because I'm evil like that. Better. And then Brian just donated another person to say, you know what, I'm actually going to wait because this is going to hurt them while they're dead. And I don't have to do this right now. I just feel, ethically compelled to do my part. In any case, your diseases suck. They're boring. Boring, boring, boring. Not a single one of you has ever actually vomited up a kidney. Yours or someone else's? Our diseases do that. When we invade, I promise you to arrange for an absolute influx of some of the most horrifying diseases known to Voth that will soon become the most horrifying diseases known to Earth. And then, whenever you get a widespread case of the sniffles, you'll go, thank the gods, it's not exploding weenus. Look, cancer. Super scary. Everyone's very sad and angry about it. But the patients just lie there. Boring. Ours go out screaming and ripping off their ears, occasional clothes, and on the really good cases, self-incinerate. Saves so much effort.
Yes, self-immolation is always fun to watch.
It is. Look, it's fun for the whole family as long as you maintain proper distance. Don't want Timmy getting you the splatter. Unless you don't really like Timmy. In this case, push them towards them. It'll solve the problem. And in any case, Brondgren 5 signals to say, Elf.
Good morning.
He wanted me to say,
Uh-huh.
pregnant anal clown Goku. Pregnant anal clown Goku.
Excuse me?
Anal clown Goku.
What?
Just a bonus one, because I
No.
appreciate their interest on this one.
No.
Pregnant anal clown
No.
Goku.
No. No. No.
Boo.
Is that all of
No.
them?
Yeah, that's it for the stream maps.
Well, I had one from Scruffy Knight who just gave 5 signals. Say health for Lyra and the Ad Donger Fund.
Is it that simple?
Ad Dongle, I think.
You just buy it and it.
Supposedly their medical technology is very advanced.
Five
you just...
signals not going to get you a good strap on, but we'll see how much you make tonight.
I mean,
Oh, and you got some health from Ryan as well, Nicole. If you didn't catch
Yes,
it,
I
'cause we
heard.
did.
Thank you. I heard from the great beyond. But thank you, Brian. Thank you. Let us move on with the spooky weenus vintage costumes. What do you think of these children?
Hi-ho, hi-ho. The one on the left is getting cancelled.
Yeah, that's blackface right there. That's just... We're going to see quite a bit of that because it wasn't so taboo back then to do blackface.
They all have a really fascinating amount of character in
They
their
do.
masks.
Yeah, because it's not just masks this time. It's like full costumes, too. Like... They're wearing some weird... Oh, it's not blackface. I think it's Native American face.
Ah.
Because I think those
Oh,
are
that's
supposed
so
to be...
much better.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be like moccasins and...
I see.
It-
Yes.
It's fortunate we just don't know where they're buried, because it wouldn't be the first group of dead people that they've cancelled before.
I don't know, after the creepy rape tree and the totem and the boar head, this one confuses me though.
That's mine. I am so distraught. It's a mosquito demon.
It's a mosquito. All right,
bird.
Lyra
Sickle.
has chosen the mosquito demon on a bike. The mosquito demon on a...
I would like it to leave now.
I am distraught. She just said, that got me. I'm gonna take a health point. That got me. Yeah, it's a mosquito. You can see the nose, the pointy, blood drinking.
I want to punch it in the face. I'm so upset right now.
You're gonna need one hell of a swatter.
Uh,
yeah.
Look at
One of
that
the
giant.
bothers me.
Look at that giant
What are the-
dongle on his face. Everybody.
What are those lines coming off the bike
He
onto
put like
there?
branches on the front of his bike, so it looks like he's in the tall grass or something.
Yeah.
Like he's a mosquito in the tall grass. Or branches
Yeah.
or something. It's whatever it is. It's fucking weird. He lives in a pretty cool house, though. Look at that fucking house.
Yeah. Well,
I think this might be in Louisiana because these look like big, like rich people plantation houses or something.
possibly, yes.
But they're built up, because Louisiana has lots of floods
Yeah.
down New Orleans.
That's true.
So I'm thinking this is in Louisiana or something, or southern Georgia, somewhere that gets a lot of water on the ground, so they have to build their houses up like that, But yeah, that's a good choice, Lyra. Mosquito Man on a bike is
Thank you.
pretty creepy. How about this adult baby though?
Can I golden Minecraft button myself or whatever it's called? I need a minute.
There you
I'm
go.
just gonna lay down for. Okay, cool. Talk to you guys in a minute.
She needed a break. She needed a sleepy time.
That is not understand.
That is an haunted insane asylum. That ghost would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I hadn't already swapped, I would have considered it. But I have to say my previous choice is at least comparable, so I'm not too concerned. That is wrong, though. That's someone who makes people disappear.
Yeah, that's.
And they won't show the photos of the bodies because it's just too graphic for a human pop.
I had no idea that baby play existed that far back as a sexual fetish.
Yeah, that is.
I can't even. I
Don't
can't
lie
even
about
with these.
people.
I can't even with these adults.
Terrifying then and now.
What I don't know is like, is it a man or is it a woman?
I honestly
can't.
think it's. I
can't. I think it's a woman, but
there's
I'm
a bit of a bulge coming out there.
I know,
in the
but
chest area, and also
Might-
there's the hands. The hands give it away. They're a bit dainty.
okay. It looks like a man's face. That's why it's confusing me.
That's because back then they didn't know how to make cutesy masks. This
I
was before
suppose.
This was before the
See-
kawaii movement in Japan. Okay.
I guess.
Okay, hold on. That's supposed to be a baby face.
Yeah, it's supposed to
Hypothetically,
be.
yes. It's supposed to be. That baby's got a lot of makeup on.
So
ABDL, Adult Baby Decapitation Lover. That's what that stands for, I believe.
you know what? Everything creeps me out about this image, but one thing in particular creeps me out the most. And I will explain. Before we see the image, I have to set this one up. Everybody listen.
Mm-hmm.
In the Earth realm,
Okay.
I don't know how much it is nowadays, but in the Earth realm, for many, many years, it was customary for children to carry these little plastic pumpkin pails to collect the candy in. It started way back in the day, they would just take a bag, like a fucking potato sack or something. But then stores started selling these lanterns, right? These these plastic jack-o'-lantern things. But it turns out those actually go back quite a ways. They just weren't always affordable by everyone. This image looks like a scene from a movie from like a silent film era. But it has a jack-o'-lantern pail for the kids to put candy in. And it is one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. Like, usually it's just an orange bucket with, like, a happy jack-o'-lantern face on it.
Right.
That looks like it's going to come for me in the night. Like, you can see the handle, right?
Yes.
But this, look at it!
God, no.
Now, these two, they do look creepy. They look like the kids from Nightmare Before Christmas that steal Santa Claus.
Right.
They
But-
do.
But that right
That
there,
is Lock's
man,
talking about.
that fucking thing over there just unnerves me.
And that's Oogie Boogie. There he is.
No.
A little Oogie Boogie.
Oh.
That just, I don't know what he's supposed to be. It's got a beard.
Sick of your shit.
Disappointed father.
Look at that fucking.
The brother that didn't make it.
Look at that Edgar Allan Poe kid fucking over there.
That is cool and really eerie.
That is an eerie photograph. That is an eerie photograph.
Yeah.
Here's a children's costume. Back in the day, they didn't have as much of imagination as they do now.
Oh, it's a.
Mm,
Thalidomide baby costume? Is that
No fucking idea what this is
kind of
supposed to be.
I
No.
don't know what it is.
I don't know what
I
this
just
is.
One of the twins from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Oh,
Never saw it, so I can't make that connection.
it's a severely bloated, extinct, small mountain cat.
It looks like
Bipedal?
something from the scary stories to tell in the dark books.
A warning against inbreeding.
I don't think that's its actual skin. Like, I think they padded it out. He's supposed to be fat.
I
then
don't
again,
know why.
I don't know why. There's some
Um,
nice paper mache masks students made.
oh boy.
Why did the Thomas the Tank theme stop running through my head?
No! No!
Dun, 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 dun,
No.
dun, dun, dun.
They have
No.
pointy noses. I think they're supposed to be gnomes or goblins. Because look at their ears. Look at the ears. Supposed to be like gnomes or goblins.
No.
That one's got crooked ass fucking eyes.
That was the Tank and Friends before they grew up, is all.
No.
Name the
So
band.
Top and Hat is very disappointed in you.
Like this is a name the band picture right there. Like, this is like gothic bluegrass.
I don't know. Oh.
Foxtrot's.
This is called their first album's just called Syphilis.
Yeah.
This wonderful brother and sister decided to go as I don't know, the worst fucking horror show ever.
They're just they.
Going as Andy's Bad Touch and Stop That.
I think they both wanted to go as Kim Jong-un, and it just works. You know, they're both that just fucking bang on.
I'm the glorious Weeder. I'm the glorious Weeder too.
Oh.
Wow. Did we lose Pentagast? I don't.
They'll surely resurface. In any case, yeah,
Oh, he
that
says
could
be
be.
right, be right back. Okay. Yeah. He still has a special attack, and I think Lyra still has one. So
They couldn't be Kim Jong Un, but they could be Mao, maybe.
possibly. I don't like this either.
Nah.
Wow, that's a prophetic Eddie Kruger on the left, isn't it?
You know what's really weird is I can't tell if they're wearing costumes or if this is just their clothes because they're so fucking poor.
Yeah.
Like they straight up look like poor kids from the Midwest or something. Yeah.
Frumpy Pillow, which is horrifying as well, but for, depressing otherwise means. But in these cases, always remember, they're all dead. Their suffering is done. Holy shit, what is that?
I think I might want to switch my pick to that.
Okay. Pentagast has decided to trade.
Yeah.
Yes,
I've decided to trade. I don't think I've traded up, though. That is horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh.
The only one who hasn't traded is Lyra, and she might not because Giant Mosquito Man on a bike is pretty fucking...
He makes me unhappy.
That is one of the dread Turtomancers.
The teeth are vile. Oh,
He eats his own supply.
they look like they're fake, like they're wooden teeth or something.
They
don't
might
look
be
real.
They might be considering the time.
Yeah.
Why does this individual have labia jellyfish covering him?
I think
What am
that's
I
the
seeing?
I think that's the cloud makeup, but the photo, these cameras from then. This is one of the oldest. I looked it up, and it's from like cowboy times.
Oh.
Like Victorian, you know? It's like 1880 or something like that, you know? It's like, look at the fucking clothes, man. You can tell.
Oh.
You can tell.
And the winner of the Western Town Halloween costume is the sheriff?
Look, I couldn't tell
Seriously,
the
if you
attached they
wanted
had
to
at
do-
first. I thought it was just levitating a turd.
If you wanted to do like a movie set in the Old West with a killer clown,
There you go.
that's
That is
right
it.
there, buddy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Absolutely.
I need a minute, and I spent my murder, death, kill, murder. Yay. Yeah, Ooh. Hello. Chat. Hello, it's me. I'm being a very believable thing that I'm wearing a costume for. Everybody, I am going to marry you all, and if my human boyfriend walks in the room, I'm going to look really panicked, but you're not allowed to stop giving me all your signet dollars because I said no. That is not what I look like without my makeup on. That is not how e-girls work in the Earth realm. I look like this all the time. Hello, everyone. I'm not a food elf. Thank you. That's very sweet. Alas, I am no such thing. I'm just moderately suicidal. Thank you for checking, though. Yes, this is mana. It's not helping.
Sorry, I hit the wrong thing. I was trying to build the poll because we're coming to the end of the stream, and Pentagast will probably kill us here in a.
Yes, I might, but you have work to do with your poll. I don't want to interrupt, you know.
Well, we're gonna have to come to
Well,
an end.
you could just die. You could all just die. Why not?
All right.
Sure.
Mm.
Back to sleep.
You must have one beside.
Just. Oh God! Oh, he impaled himself.
Death by self-docking.
What? No. The docking, but in the ear holes. Use a Q-tip or something. Jeez. Or a cotton ball? Whatever yeah. What was that? Those were peculiar deaths. They disturbed me. Almost as much as the pictures tonight. That clown, though, that I decided to go with, I don't know what to think of that. Does the teeth in that picture bother anyone else? I mean, they're almost as bad as mine. I mean, my teeth are horrible, but they're terrible. But they don't even look real. They look like they do look like wooden ones. I don't know what to think of that. And the mosquito from earlier, the bike is so, like, I don't know, that's just a strange, the most of these pictures have been odd. It's interesting to see, Halloween, it's Halloween there from your world. It's like, does anyone still make things like that? Does anyone ever try to make costumes that just grotesque? Does anyone go for that these days? I don't know. It's strange. Like a shark's mouth. Yeah. A shark's mouth that ate dirt or something. Ugh. Anyway, yes.
Well, we are getting to the end. So let us look at two more. I think we have time for two more.
Okay.
The first one.
Wow.
It's me!
He looks like he has feet in his refrigerator.
I don't know if I'm supposed to see it that way, but it looks like his nose is actually turned upside down to me. It might be just some optical trickery of some sort, but it's really strange. It's like someone twisted his face.
Yeah.
Waluigi.
It's an interesting mask.
I'm actually a bit more disturbed by the unclear proportions from farther down. I mean, I want to believe the stomach's fake and lumpy and all the... They actually pack in the thighs, though, too? Or just...
I don't know.
It's a me, murder me.
We'll actually do three because I want to do this one. Meet Wisconsin's first murder family. I don't fucking know.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Whoa.
That kid does not look happy.
Oh my.
That's not their son.
That is not their kid.
No.
That's not their kid.
This is a
And
hostage video.
this is a Krampus cult.
Oh,
Actually
God.
screwed.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all dead now, but he was dead shortly after this.
Somewhere
He's
there's
slightly deader.
there's a lost letter somewhere that says we'll give him back for $5,000. You know.
Which was equivalent to like 5 million back
Yes,
then.
back then, yes. But that's just it. You know?
Like, you want your son back, drop $100 in pristine brand new bills.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
They wouldn't even call them bills, they called them like banknotes when this
Yeah.
fucking picture was taken.
the look on that child's face.
Oh, he's
man.
like, dear God.
Oh.
Oh.
This is the Purge 1902.
Oh.
Yeah, oh.
That poor child.
Uh-huh. Oh.
I wanna. How much time? Okay, yeah, we'll end with this one.
Okay.
Lyra's the only one that can swap out, so you had your chances.
Oh, I'm pretty content with my picks.
Are you?
I am
Ready?
so far.
This one fucked me up when I saw it.
Oh, Mothman.
Oh my! Oh no!
I don't know what he is, but he's well dressed.
He is well dressed. He is.
I'd get a
he's-
sandwich with him.
It's a nice-
He's an owl. There's the beak, but man, this kid went out and even made like claws.
Wow.
Prosthetic talon claws. Yep. It's,
Like if movie makers existed when this picture was taken, he would have become like the Wes Craven of silent film era or something. Like he's
Like, I'm kind of impressed. Like these for the time, some of these are really good.
Yeah.
Like the
I
quality.
think that's actually gold standard. These other ones are often quite horrifying, but this is quality.
I
Yes.
like him.
yeah, I'm impressed with it, but I also saw it and went, that fucking thing was walking down my street in the dark, and he would pass under the street lamps, and I just got a glimpse of the owl face and the claws, and then he'd go into shadow again. I would piss myself and get the Arby sauce package ready. Like,
If
Yeah.
nothing knocks on your door, don't offer candy, just asks what will it take to make it go away.
Yeah.
Like,
I wouldn't gamble that you can get your pepper spray out faster than it can peck your eyeballs out, man. I don't
Just
know.
offer up your wallet and say, spare me.
Like, that is a terrifying little costume kid. Whoever you
Very.
are. Man. And, I'll go ahead and put the poll out since nobody traded for Owlboy. But I hope that poll went through.
So did I win with Binkles the Bum Clown?
It didn't go through, did it? Oh, there it goes. There it is. All right. While we're waiting for people to vote, we'll go ahead and look at a runner-up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. That makes bad feelings.
That makes bad.
No more words are needed to convey the emotion there. That's just, I think I got it the first time.
All right. Let me show off the co-host picks, and we will so that
They're
everybody
just selling
remembers.
pork.
This one here was, I believe, Arcturus.
Binkles the Bum Clown.
Yeah, the anal bum clown. Was Arcturus's choice. Lyra's was Mosquito Man on a bike that
New
unnerves-
mosquito cycle.
Yeah. Skeeter cycle.
Yes.
And Pentagast chose Scary Clown Man from the Wild West.
Turret Man, so it's making those things levitate and...
It's tough because they're all good choices. I don't want any of you to feel like losers tonight because these are quite wicked. They
Yes.
were all...
If I hadn't swapped, I would have gone for the Toadmancer too. That thing is terrifying. But I do like my choice because that clown is saying, guess where this is going to go?
Yes.
That is a scary Marilyn Manson clown. Like, he's in a Marilyn Manson video. Like, you know, like...
The only safe word he accepts is a bicycle horn sound. If you can't make that,
Yeah.
you're screwed.
Like, you're sitting there strapped to fucking box springs with fucking battery attached to it, shocking you. You're
Yeah.
sitting there going, what's the safe word again? Oh, yeah, Aruga! And he's like, that wasn't right.
Yeah.
Strictly speaking, if you want to survive that, you need to have the horn inserted in advance.
Oh.
And then this guy's in the corner just watching.
No.
Like,
Yeah, just-
going,
Yeah. Just rocking back and forth and giggling.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
And then just as you hope somebody will come by and hear your screams of agony and save you, you look outside the window and all you see is this guy fucking go by going, meep, meep, meep,
No.
meep, meep,
Oh.
and you're like, what kind of MC Escher hell did I get myself into this weekend? Somebody's got to make this like an album cover. Like, all of these would be great album covers.
Yeah.
They really would be.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sure, these are in the public domain by now, or has Disney already claimed them?
Right.
Mosquito Demon Cycle, the next Disney princess.
Yeah, they tried to redeem Quilla. This is basically a step up.
I don't think there's any losers tonight. However, the fans have spoken, and 48% Lyra. Pentagast got 33%, and Arcturus got 19%. So, it's looking like Lyra has it again. She receives the Golden Dagger for next episode.
We've got some covert clown fetishists
I thought
among us.
Pentagast would take
I
it.
fear.
I'm sorry. I personally, I did, because
Yes,
that clown
I
guy...
would actually agree.
Yeah.
Clown
But I'm
guy-
sure Binksy the Bum Clown's ghost will be very happy to hear that some of you would
Yeah.
love to be visited by them.
But then again, I don't want to say people are voting for Lyra because she's a cute chick on the show and everybody likes the cute chick. I do think the Mosquito Man was genuinely creepy.
It was.
It could
He's
be just
silly.
like everybody's seen a scary clown. When's the last time you saw like a Mosquito Man on a bike?
You know,
So maybe
like,
that's it.
if you think about it, that scary clown man that I chose, if he was in the West, he probably got shot.
Yeah,
you know.
he probably came out and was
Yeah.
like, whoa, no, kablam!
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah,
with their Winchester just wiped his ass out.
Yeah. He was gone.
One of you people needs to make the Mosquito your next costume.
Right. Anyway, thank you all for voting. Lyra has the win this time again. For Scary Mosquito Man outside the window while you're being anally tortured by Anal Clown. And Laughing Corner Clown Man.
No.
We just inadvertently tonight put together a Rob Zombie film.
Yeah.
Oh.
Marshall Beck says they've seen worse clowns, but only in porn.
Fair.
Ugh.
In 1887, it was apparently believed in Ireland that fishermen, when going to sea, must always enter the boat by the right side, no matter how inconvenient. Well, that's ripe for trolling.